Welcome back. May 24th marks BC, or today is Schizophrenia Awareness Day. Joining us to talk a little bit more about this, we have Rob Brooks sitting next to me. He's the Interior Regional Manager of the BC Schizophrenia Society. Welcome to the show, Rob.
Thanks, Susan.
Yes, and Roseanne Nelson as well with the BC Schizophrenia Society. It's great to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
This isn't a day I don't think that gets a lot of exposure. I don't know that May 24th is Schizophrenia Awareness Day. So tell me a little bit about that, Rob.
Yes, so it doesn't get a lot of attention, which is why we are here. BCSS has been around for 35 plus years. Actually, last year was our 35th anniversary. And not a lot of people know what we do. We are a family support and education service. So we're a nonprofit society, and we provide educational programming for families who have loved ones with lived experience. And our main program is the Strengthening Families Together program, which is a 10-week free educational program. So our main mandate at BCSS is to get people talking about mental health, and we don't talk enough about it and learn enough about it. And there's still so much stigma attached to mental illness that a lot of people who could benefit from help don't come forward as well. So that's what we try and do.
That's awesome. Schizophrenia, a lot of people I know instantly think that it means having a split personality. It doesn't. I took the definition off the website today. It's a brain disorder that distorts the way a person thinks, acts, expresses emotions, and relates to others. It's a part of the bigger umbrella that is mental illness. 280,000 Canadians suffer from some form of schizophrenia. That's quite a sizable number, Rob.
For sure, and it's probably underreported as well, of course. So if we can help families who are dealing with loved ones who have schizophrenia or other kinds of mental health disorders, because we talk about all mental illnesses, we don't just talk about schizophrenia, because they're all important, then we can help them be more help to their loved ones and be part of that recovery journey.
Right.
So,
and it is the recovery is a reality for many people who have been diagnosed.
Absolutely. The medications that are used today, over 30 years ago, they've improved so much. You have much better outcomes, and the earlier that you can have diagnosis and recognition that you need help with a mental illness, the better the prognosis. So that's why we're trying to get the word out as much as we can and get the education out there, and that's what we've been doing with help with from people like Roseanne, who's helping us do things like our partnership presentation, where we go to schools or we go to work sites and we do presentations with a family member and a person with lived experience and a professional and talk about mental health from.
Does that happen in Kamloops even? Do we go around to schools here and talk to people?
Yeah.
Yes, we do, and we are open to going to more schools, businesses, any place, because as you can see, if 1% of the population has schizophrenia, a lot higher have other mental illnesses as well. So it touches us all. So it's really important that we get the word out there to educate, and also for the support. The most recent high school presentation we did, we had a lot of kids that were really affected, and you could see them leaving the classroom, coming back. So it was obviously touched on maybe a family member that had it, maybe a friend. We have to make sure that they know that they're not alone.
Absolutely, and we're looking at some pictures there of, obviously it was an awareness campaign there that was set up either at a school or some facility, but it's just important. I mean, I think we are making strides when it comes to recognizing that mental health is not something to be ashamed of, but there's always going to be that gap, isn't there? I think that we have to work towards always decreasing the gap of people who are ignorant and don't understand.
Yeah, and that's what our programs are for, and getting the word out. We try and do that through all our volunteers and through the people that we work with across the province. So I have 5 educators across the health region, from Williams Lake all the way to Cranbrook, and we're all trying to do the same thing in each of our little areas within the interior, and then that's happening province-wide in terms of the services from the other regional areas. So
fantastic.
We're doing our best to get better mental health happening out there and more conversation happening.
Yeah, more exposure. Yeah. We have about 30 seconds. Roseanne and Rob, is there anything else you wanted to add?
Well, I would add that people probably don't realize that the biggest amount of hospital beds taken up in all across Canada are from people with schizophrenia. More than cancer, more than heart disease, everything.
Is that right?
And we get about 10% of the funding of any of the major illnesses. So this is something that needs to change. It's very backwards, and look at those numbers, you say, okay, something, we have to get more funding, get more awareness, and see how many people are actually touched, and that'll start to get the ball rolling for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a good number. It's very interesting that so underfunded and overrepresented in the population.
Yep.
Thank you for being here, the both of you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, again, May 24th is Schizophrenia Awareness Day. If you would like to learn more, you can go to the website, bcss.org. That is on the screen right now. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.